I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want to have anything to do with him.
About that, yeah.
She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television. And it's like they say the thing that people are thinking, but they say it very directly, so they expose whatever truth.
But Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out.
All right, folks, buckle up because we've got a wild story unfolding right now, and trust me, you're not going to want to miss this one. Melania Trump is going head-to-head with the hosts of The View in a lawsuit worth a jaw-dropping $100 million. Yes, you heard that right, $100 million. This legal battle is shaking up the world of entertainment and news, leaving everyone asking, what exactly happened? Well, let's dive in and break it all down. Here's the scoop. Melania Trump, the former First Lady, is suing the hosts of The View after some seriously explosive comments were made about her live on air. Things have definitely hit a boiling point, like a pressure cooker ready to blow, and Melania is not holding back. Now, let's talk about the comments in question. They were not flattering. In fact, they were downright controversial and inflammatory. During a recent episode, the hosts were discussing Melania's time in the White House, and let's just say their opinions were less than kind. One of the hosts, for example, suggested that Melania didn't exactly love her role as First Lady, even claiming she wasn't all that thrilled to be married to Donald Trump. They tossed around all kinds of assumptions about her relationship, implying that she might not even like the man she married.
Critics are going hard after a liberal media member for vile comments about Melania Trump. The former First Lady appears to signal her support for reproductive rights in a video out yesterday.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth: individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
And this take is pretty shocking.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out.
That's unfortunate. Wow. I mean, that is violent. They've got to stop talking like that about a former president who's had 2 assassination attempts. I mean, that's just ignorant.
They didn't stop there. The conversation went on to criticize her personal choices, things like her redecorating the White House and her stance on Christmas traditions. They painted a picture of someone who was just unhappy with her position and the expectations placed on her. Yeah, it was a lot.
Because I do want to get back to this point with the left and Melania Trump. Why can't she just be her own woman and have separate?
And she can.
And so why all that criticism? I mean, that was gross from The View.
And I
look,
agree.
The View is not the litmus test of America. We don't think that.
They were afraid of that remark. That was their problem.
So why did they handle it?
Needless to say, these remarks did not sit well with Melania. Now, she's making her move big time. She's filed a defamation lawsuit, claiming the host's statements were not only false but also severely damaging to her reputation. This isn't just about hurt feelings, it's about setting the record straight and protecting her image from what she considers to be unfounded and harmful attacks. But wait, there's more. Enter Joe Rogan, podcast king and media critic extraordinaire. Rogan didn't hold back, roasting The View for what he called blatant hypocrisy. He reminded everyone that just a few years ago, Trump and his wife were regular guests on the show, receiving hugs and applause from the hosts. Fast forward to today, and The View portrays them as public enemy number 1. Rogan called it a calculated narrative flip, driven more by politics than genuine conviction.
Things I wanted to talk to you about. I wanted to play this, but we decided we shouldn't play it. We don't want anybody to have any sort of a way to get it down. The episode of you when you're on The View, when you were running for president.
Right.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to.
You got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you.
We're so happy to have you. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy.
We love it. They're talking about you in such a favorable light. The audience was cheering, and then you actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you.
Joe Biden knows how to do this. Trump.
He tends to just...
And that's not all. Rogan didn't stop at Trump. He took aim at the show for prioritizing sensationalism over substance. If you average out the IQ of the View hosts, you might still struggle to reach triple digits, he quipped on his podcast Harsh Maybe. But his fans ate it up.
That people love to hate.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
They get so much hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean, it is a rabies infested.
Now, you might be wondering why this even matters. Well, beyond the drama, this case brings up a much bigger issue: what can and can't be said about public figures. This lawsuit could have huge implications for how the media handles personal matters of those in the public eye. If Melania wins, it could set a new precedent for what's acceptable in the realm of media law. We could see a massive shift in the way shows like The View handle topics involving celebrities, politicians, and their personal lives. Think about that.
Allegedly, he was cheating while Melania was pregnant.
That's not going to come in front of the jury, though. The judge has ruled that won't come up.
We're on television now. And then after Melania gave birth to the baby, he found Stormy to strip around with, right?
Yes.
It's like people should look at him and say, you know, what kind of an insecure jerk are you? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, my wife's pregnant. I'm not attracted to her big belly or something. And now she's paying attention to the baby and not...
This isn't the first time The View has found itself in the middle of controversy, but this one's different. We're talking about the former First Lady of the United States suing one of the most watched talk shows in the country. This is next level, folks. And let's talk timing for a second. Just as Melania files this legal challenge, Donald Trump is making headlines for other reasons. Is this all part of a strategic move, or is it purely coincidental? Some people are already speculating that this lawsuit could be a calculated decision aimed at turning the media spotlight back on Melania, especially with everything happening in the political scene. Whether it's strategy or just pure frustration, one thing is clear: this is a story with a lot of layers, and we're only just starting to peel them back.
You know who has been bragging all over the campaign trail about how he's the one that overturned Roe v. Wade, but apparently his wife has different thoughts on the reproductive rights after posting this video plugging her memoir. Take a look.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth: individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
But let's get back to those comments. During the show, one host went as far as to say that Melania hates her husband and doesn't even want to live in the same house anymore. Seriously? That moment left a lot of people listening in disbelief, wondering, did they really just say that? It's one of those jaw-dropping moments you almost have to rewind to make sure you heard it correctly. What's been especially surprising in all of this is how quickly Melania has moved to take legal action. Typically, high-profile individuals let things slide or issue a brief statement through their PR team. But Melania? She's going all in. She's not just fighting to clear her name, she's fighting for accountability. By taking this to court, she's drawing a firm line in the sand about what's acceptable and what crosses the line. This isn't about a quick fix, it's about protecting her personal and public reputation for the long haul. And with $100 million on the table, it's clear she means business. This isn't just a public relations stunt, this is a legal battle with real stakes. She's making it clear that the impact of those comments goes far beyond a simple disagreement. This is about the damage done to her personal image and the public perception of her as a person and a public figure. This case could become a landmark moment in media law, and experts are already predicting it could have a ripple effect throughout the entertainment and news industry. If Melania wins, it could change how the media handles personal matters about public figures, whether they're celebrities, politicians, or even their family members. Of course, there's also plenty of criticism. Some argue Melania is exploiting the situation for publicity. Others believe she's genuinely trying to protect her reputation and show there's a limit to how far the media can go. The truth probably lies somewhere in between. At the end of the day, this lawsuit is about the intersection of fame, personal privacy, and media responsibility. It's a reminder that even public figures deserve some protection against false and damaging statements. As this case unfolds, all eyes are on Melania and The View to see how the courts will respond to her claims. This isn't just about the money, it's about setting a new standard for how the media can talk about public figures. If Melania's lawsuit is successful, it could spark a change in how entertainment shows approach controversial topics. The story is just getting started, and we'll be following every twist and turn. So, what do you think? Is Melania right to sue, or could this set a tricky precedent for free speech in the media? Drop your thoughts below, we really want to know what you think. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the latest developments. This is one of those stories everyone will be talking about, and we'll be right here keeping you informed every step of the way. Until next time, stay engaged, stay informed, and we'll see you right here with more updates on Melania, The View, and everything else this jaw-dropping saga brings. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone.